Afternoon, buenas tardes, bon après-midi, bon pomeriggio, annyeonghaseyo. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Welcome back to the vlog. It is not the best of days. I was actually so angry, and the word is angry, that apparently I was scaring my dogs. And my husband suggested that I take a little breather outside, just get some fresh air in the backyard. And we went outside with the dogs and sat outside. If you've been watching my vlogs from the beginning in January this year, you know that I am not a rant person, and it takes a lot to take me to this point. So get ready. The first thing was that I got up late, and that's my own doing. Like, nobody's responsible for that. It's not an external factor. That was just me. My husband's home because he worked 48 hours this weekend, so he's not going in today. And I just like being with him. Okay, it wasn't a huge deal, but I'm also thinking, oh no, now I'm a little bit behind on everything I have to do. I wasn't sitting here for even an hour. The power went out. The reason I was angry though was because after I had woken up late and was already behind on everything, I had to turn off my computer where I was dealing with the household finances, and I had a phone call on hold for over 40 minutes, and I can show you a screenshot. And the phone call dropped when the power went out, and I was furious because I did not understand what the blazes the power had to do with my cell phone being in the middle of a call. The call that I was on, my goodness, it was for my household finances. So I was listening to 40 minutes of that music on the phone and the repeated message, your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line for the next available customer representative. Then the call dropped, and I went to my husband like, what in the world is going on? So apparently I was very infuriated and my dogs were getting scared, and that's where we're at. So there you go. Rant over. I hope it wasn't tedious or boring, and that you didn't find me too neurotic, because I'm telling you, I have patience. My husband has patience, but there's a limit. There's a limit. Un patito nuevo, Luna. ¿Estás contentita, Lali? ¿Estás contentita? ¿Qué juguete nuevo? ¿Qué juguete nuevo? Oh. Hey everybody, saludos, ciao, salut, annyeong. I was trying to think. In French, I used to say coucou to my students, but those were the little kids, so I think salut is okay. Welcome back to the vlog. Today has been so busy. No joke, I have not had a day this, like, just back-to-back, no breaks in a long time, and I'm very out of practice. But I like it because it reminds me of my old life, and I miss my old life. I love being busy. I love being productive. It's kind of my high. I think you could tell. But anyway, I did my makeup before I even had breakfast. Normally it's the other way around. And I recorded a promo. Then my husband got back from PT, which is physical training. I made his breakfast, had breakfast with him. He left, and then I did another promo. Then I went on to upload the vlog for May 24th. Then I recorded another promo because it's all about National Pink Day today, June 22nd. Is that today? So I changed my lip color twice already. I'm about to do a third, and I'm on my way there. So before I actually got up, I wanted to record a little bit for you guys because I also didn't get a chance to just eat calmly. Look, my plate is right here. My lunch is here. Then my phone rang. So I had 2 phone calls while I was eating lunch, and really just no rest, because after I hung up, then I just kept doing other stuff on my phone since all of my work is online. So now I'm just going back to the computer to finish with the YouTube thing because I set it scheduled to upload by itself at 2, and then change my lip color. I really like this one though. Change my hair, do another promo, and continue with the day. Our house guest is still with us, so I also like to try to finish recording before she gets home. Just, you know, again, to respect her privacy and all that stuff. So it's really rush. Oh yeah, I also got an email, I forgot. That document I told you yesterday that I had to submit to an office, I got it reviewed, got some feedback, so I had to alter it, send it back, and I haven't done that, and this person leaves at 4. Whew, today's busy. Luna says, good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, buongiorno, annyeonghaseyo. Welcome back to the vlog. It's a bit of an out of routine morning, but then again, you should know by now that we don't really have a routine. Today, my husband flies at 3 p.m., which means he's here in the morning, but he just left, literally just now, to go to an office for one of those extra projects from work that he does. Then he'll come back, take a break, and go back to work after lunch. So these mornings when he's here, I take things a little easier because again, we like to spend as much time together as we can. So while he was here working, as you can see, we were having breakfast together. I'm about to take my pills and tidy up the kitchen a little bit because check this out. Today I'm finally getting rid of all the tax stuff that has been sitting there forever, but he also left a binder here, binder over there, and then we have all the breakfast dishes right here. So I'm gonna take care of this stuff to then go over to the office, and I'm gonna share with you something today that, let's just say I'm testing myself. I'm gonna test this whole work from home thing today because I'm curious about something. You'll see in a minute. Okay, I'm done tidying up now, so let me tell you what I was thinking about. These past couple of days, and actually it's nothing new really, it's been happening for years, I always have my to-do list, and for some reason, I never get to go all the way through them. I never get to complete them. I'm actually going to jot down all the interruptions I have in a day and see what it is that really gets in the way of me completing an entire to-do list. So I'm actually gonna put it up on the board. Let's do this. I'm gonna put it up on the board. Hopefully it won't be too much. I believe that 6 things in a day is good enough, especially when they're big ticket items. And I know that we're starting somewhat late in the day. It's not really late, but it's not exactly 7 a.m. I still think we can get things done. And keeping in mind that we have to set some time apart for a motherly phone call and some lunch, as well as breathers, because it's important to also take time to practice some self-care, as well as spend some time with the husband before he goes off to work after lunch. So let's see how we do today. First thing, I'm gonna call the bank, so I'm gonna need my phone. Interruption number 1, but I really don't want to call it an interruption because my husband is not an interruption. He had to do some laundry. Don't mind the mess. He had to do some laundry, so I had to take my stuff out of the dryer. And then obviously we talked a little bit because we talk a lot. Let me catch you up on what happened here. I called the bank. It was the same thing I was telling you before. I stayed on there for an hour and 3 minutes. I'm gonna include the screenshot on here so you can see I'm not lying. Here's the good thing. While I was on the phone for an hour, I was working on the last final touches for the vlog, and it is currently uploading. So as soon as that is uploaded, another check is going on the list. It's not on here, but I also replied to an email about that document I told you I had to send to an office. I can't give you specifics on that, but the person replied. I had to do some alterations, and then I sent it back. My husband is home, and it's almost lunchtime, so I'm actually not sure if I'm gonna go over there or stay here. But see, this is where I tell you it gets kind of tricky when he's home during my work hours. Quick update because we're gonna have some lunch now. While we were talking, I folded and sorted some laundry. We did have our guest come home a little early for some chat, and unfortunately I wasn't able to take part in that. My husband was the one who was talking with our guest. I was just kind of coming back and forth because I got a customer order. I got another customer who wants some samples, and I'm trying to stick to that list that we have on the board. I felt kind of bad not being able to be a part of the conversation, but if you were to look at it as what we're taking points in today, that would have been distraction number 2. Then again, I also use quotes because a person in need isn't really a distraction. Yeah, I feel kind of guilty, I couldn't help, but I'm gonna get lunch ready now before he has to go to work, and then we'll continue with the list on the board. I debated whether or not to clear our lunch stuff in the kitchen. Sometimes cleaning the house becomes you're busy. Oh, I'm too busy to run a home business because I have so much to do at home. I always have laundry or mopping or dishes or grooming. If you have kids, and there's playing, there's taking care of them, feeding them, etc. This is where compartmentalizing becomes crucial. Right now, yes, I could pick that up, but it's not urgent. Nobody's coming over. Nobody's coming to inspect my house. It's not really a necessity, whereas I am on a tight schedule right now. The person who's been staying in our house is coming home at around 3 to 4. So I actually just have a few hours left. And I have to make a phone call to an office that closes before 5. That was not on the list. It's just something that came in the mail and I have to take care of it like now. You gotta tell what ranks highest in priority. Kitchen is not a priority right now. We had lunch. It's not a terrible mess. Ants aren't going to be there. It's not going to attract flies or anything. So I can just sit there and wait for me to be ready to deal with it. That wasn't even 2 minutes. I put it up on the board while I was talking to the lady. She took my information. I said, it seems it didn't go through the insurance. She said, okay, let me get your information. And then that's it. The call was 2 minutes, 20 seconds. That was it. I'll tell you in a second what I'm doing on the floor. I'm getting another call. I just got 2 phone calls. One while I was on a phone call, and now I'm getting a phone call after I hang up on another phone call. Just a sec. But I'm laughing. I'm actually laughing out loud because this is exactly what I wanted to kind of pinpoint today. What are the distractions? What are the interruptions? What are the last minute kind of pop-up things that happen throughout the day that interfere with doing what's on the to-do list? And I figured I would get some other classifications for the things that interfere with the to-do list because I really don't like the word interruption. I told you before, my husband is not an interruption, family's not an interruption. It's just things that happen in the day. So I'm gonna need a word for that. If you can think of one, let me know. What do you consider those things that just kind of come up in the day and you weren't expecting them? Those unexpected what? My watch let me know that I was inactive for over an hour, meaning I was sitting down for a while. And I came over to let my dogs go outside, but it started raining. So obviously now she's following me around. Anywho, in the past hour and so, I finished packing my customer orders. I'm gonna check that off the list. And something else that I wasn't expecting was getting a reply from the person I've been emailing back and forth with. Remember that document I said I had to send to an office? So I got the final review for that document and I did the adjustments to now upload it to the website. But I needed something else that I had scanned on my old laptop. So while I was waiting for that thing to start back up, I decided to stretch my legs and my arms. Here's something that I was doing, adding to the list. All the things that, like I mentioned, pop up during the day. So far it was just that medical bill I had to take care of that took all of 2 minutes. Then fam time, I'm including there. When my husband comes home, he wants to talk, or we had lunch together, or the person who came over. And here I'm going to add right there the unexpected emails. Oh, and fam time I also include calling with my mom. And then I also got a message from my best friend. So obviously I'm going to talk to her and dedicate some time to important people in your life. It's super late. I'm dead tired. I'm trying to not be too loud because our guest is already asleep. So I hope you can hear me. Going back to the board, I did not get to finish my business taxes, which means I did not get to number 6 either. This I'm actually in the middle of right now. As you can see, that's my Excel right there. At least with this, I know, and here's where I wanted to head with you guys. If you're having trouble getting things done in the day, and you don't really know where your time goes, this is a perfect way to do this. Or let me show you real quick. One of the first things I did when I became a work from home spouse was get one of these date books or agendas that have time slots. I showed you this in another video. I think it was an infusion video. What I started doing was writing down every single thing I did in the day, and I do mean everything. Potty breaks, social media breaks. Every episode I watched, I watched 1 hour of this TV show. If I drove somewhere, I would write down how long it took me to get there. That way I calculated how much time I was really spending in the car, and that's how you really know how you spend your time. So today I didn't do it by hour or anything, but I said, I really want to get these things done. Why am I not getting it done? I'm not going to do any Korean tonight, but if you haven't done any Korean in a while, or you want to get started, go check out the videos that are in my playlist. They're linked below, and in my channel, of course, learn some Korean with me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up here on the computer, get ready for bed, and then my husband will get home when he gets home. I'll see you tomorrow. Today is going to be a very interesting day. I'm going to be recorded teaching my class. Oh shoot, the power just went out. I need to plan my class. This is so inconvenient. Got my infusion supplies today. She's scared of the wrapping material.